So it's welcome news, right? Except that we'll wait with bated breath because, these are legal maneuvers that have to be done, right? Yes. This one, a few months ago, I heard something about that. That look, another way would be to get this guy deported for violating the visa rules, right? Yeah, somebody mentioned it, that it could be. Not knowing, steps were afoot. Yeah, so now I'm putting the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together. Somebody mentioned it, that they could look at a deportation for violation of visa rules. So let's see how it goes. Because we don't have too many details, we want to be cautious so that we don't run ahead of ourselves. But in the meantime, at least, the fact that he's been restricted is a bit of a warning to him. It's a salvo that, look, like Manasseh put it, humiliation. It started. He's been too stubborn. He has to just come back home. And perhaps this is the time that we should call on Akufo-Addo to prevail upon his brother to come back.
What has Akufo-Addo got to do
but that's his brother. That's why they are family. When he was in government...
in persona.
Oh, no. So let me make my point. That's when you come from a family and you are involved in trouble, you don't...
So you can't talk and leave Akufo-Addo.
They are family. Yes, so they are family.
It's not to the issue as raised.
Okay. No.
They are family, and it's normal in our cultural setups, okay? Not just here alone. I mean, most civilizations, one member of a family is in trouble, they'll go to the rest and offer advice. So at this stage, Akufo-Addo has to step in to, prevail upon Ofori-Atta to come to stop the further humiliation because he's dragging their family name into disrepute. Because prior to that, Akufo-Addo had said no person is corrupt, etc. So a valid. Okay. Oh, I haven't finished.
Yes, yes.
Right. So that is the point. Now, also a bit on the arrest process. So you see how Dr. Sremsa is mentioned. You see that Ofori-Atta may fight this. So this ICE detention itself can lead to court proceedings, and then this can also further, delay. So that's how come we are asking that, look, Akufo-Addo and the rest of the family members have to come in and say, look.
Step in.
Oh, yes. So we've stepped in. So by saying this, by saying he should come, that's where I first started. I said Ofori-Atta should come. Then later I went to Akufo-Addo.
If you say it could delay, what do you mean?
Oh, no, there'll be legal proceedings. Okay. There'll be legal proceedings because somebody, you see, even the lawyer's letter says that they are trying to get his release.
Yes.
So meaning that he's not willing to come back home. The lawyer's letter says that somebody who has been arrested from now, ICE will do the necessary processes and we want to deport him. But the lawyer say no. They are stepping in and trying to get him released. So that's a fight. That's underway. So once the fight is underway, it could protract, right? And so that's why we're saying the easier option is for us to prevail upon Ofori-Atta to calm down. You see it. We are all living here. Ghana, we are not dead. Even ZaaTo, who has been saying the economy is bad, he bought fuel at a lower price to drive to Tumu, right? Exactly. ZaaTo, how much was fuel when Akufo-Addo was leaving? Today it's far cheaper. You bought cheaper fuel and went home.
Right.
Chinia, you said people are not marrying. The Chinia marry. The Chinia, your competitor, did he marry when you were home?
He is going now on his own. He says
but Chinia, the MP, for the MP. The MP took a new wife, so you decided.
So don't digress.
Yes, it's important. It's important for ZaaTo. So the point we are making is that look, yes, times are generally hard, but it's been better. The past 1 year, inflation, etc., everything is calmed down, so it's better than a year before.
We'll come to that. That's why I don't want you to go ahead.
And so the point I'm addressing is that we are assuring Ofori-Atta that Ghana is not as bad. In actual fact, Ghana has become better than he left.
So he should come.
So he should come back home. Now, so we're talking about the fact that it could lead to court proceedings and could delay. It could lead to court proceedings and could delay. That's why the option that family members should tell him to throw in the towel and calm down. It's a better option because when it does that, then it can give OSP to a bit of reprieve. Because, for me, even when Ofori-Atta comes still, my beef the OSP on the way Kisi Ejabe allowed Ofori-Atta to escape will never end. Because we need to get some accountability. That public officers should not be aiding this and other public officers to flee when it's time for accountability. But at least I'm sure that if Ofori-Atta came today, more Ghanaians will prevail upon me that, Kpebu, you allow Kisi to rest a bit. You see, so if Ofori-Atta comes down, it will help Kisi Ejabe a bit. To give
your friend that
exactly, that yes, indeed. You see, so that's very key. That is very, very, very key. This coming down earlier. Otherwise, for these legal proceedings, look, and don't forget also, even for the extradition, Dr. Srenta will corroborate to you. Let's not forget. Even for extradition, when the judge makes a final order that, yes, you can deport him, it's not final. It's the Secretary of State of the U.S., what is it, Rubio. That's his name, right?
Yes.
Marco Rubio. It's Rubio who has the final word. It's not the judge. When it comes to extradition in the U.S., the final authority...
It's like the foreign minister.
Yeah, the foreign minister, Okujetu's this counterpart or equivalent, right? He has the final say. So extradition, those who are excited that, okay, then it can help the extradition process.
The court decision is subject to appeal.
Of course.
It's not a direct appeal. It's review. No, not the word appeal as lawyers. It's review. There's a way you can go around it, but not a direct appeal. When the court decides, it's final when it comes to extradition, but there are ways to go about it for supervisory jurisdiction in the higher courts, but not directly as an appeal. So, look, because it's subject to a lot of politics, what we need is to increase the calls, just like the way Arise Ghana, you know, Prince Derek KJ, Rex Omar and Co., their organization, they said they'll be picketing at the U.S. Embassy. You remember some months ago, I mentioned that we'll organize a demonstration to go to the U.S. Embassy. Thank God that other Ghanaians are coming in. Yes, and even before Arise Ghana's decision, you know, Professor Kpebu and others have already written to the U.S. ambassador. So Ghanaians, this is what we are talking about. We all need to get up and ratchet up the calls. Make the return of Ofori-Atta front and center of all our public discussions. That way, the U.S. will see that we are serious and we understand. But if you leave it to a few people across the table here, it won't help. So Arise Ghana, we are grateful. Make sure that it happens. We'll come and lend you our support. We will attend. Yes.
Well, thank you. Dr. ZaaTo, you have consistently maintained that on the matter of accountability, everybody has to answer for their stewardship in office, public office, for that matter. And now we are hearing of the latest with Ken Ofori-Atta and the additional information that we've gotten this morning from both the Deputy Attorney General and Manasseh Azure-Awene, who joined us. Taking into consideration what his lawyers have said, would his return be good news to you?
Thank you very much. I think I must start by saying that I've watched Martin's submissions on these issues. But it has become very clear, even from this morning, that Martin Kpebu has a personal hatred and jealousy for Akufo-Addo and his family. It seems there's some bitterness within you for that family. I don't know what they did to you or what they will do to you. I don't know whether it's jealousy, it's bitterness, but it's just naked wickedness towards this family. But look, whatever it is, Martin, I would have thought that somebody like you who just tasted a little bit of the coercive powers of the state would be a little bit magnanimous when it comes to this. At every opportunity, you drag the former president's name into this. At every opportunity, you try to bastardize his name. At every opportunity, you try to soil his name. What at all has Akufo-Addo done to you?
What do you gain out of it?
And what do you gain out of it? Because you see, it's very important. We are talking about personalizing politics. We are talking about, you are not raising the quality of this argument. No. You are not raising the quality of the public engagement. No. You are not making inputs that people can learn from. No. It is personal to you. Why? You see, you sat here, you said the same thing about Paul Adomachiri. You sat here, you chastised him. When he was arrested, you were giddy, you were laughing, you were smiling. When they picked you, you wanted the whole world to mourn for you. When they arrested you, you wanted the whole world to call Kisi Ejabe to order. It's not nice when you pick up a family. You are being a bully. You are bullying the Akufo-Addo family. They've left you because probably they think that you are not relevant. But it's no good when you are picking on somebody. He's a former president. He's raised about that. If not, he also has people who I think that can also come and defend him. So what you are doing is no good. Don't be a bully, Martin Kpebu. Don't be. It's not nice. Don't do that. Okay. My position on accountability, I've stated it, and I always state it. I have said that. Regime and post-regime accountability, I have absolutely no problem with that. I don't know Ken Ofori-Atta from anywhere. I've never met him. The closest I've seen him
and
is on
your friend.
TV. I'm saying the closest I've seen him is on TV. I don't know him. I've never met him. He was a finance minister for 8 years, or no, for 6, 7 years, whatever it is. He has the right to come and account for whatever it is. The legalities and otherwise of this, I have no problem with that. I'll let it go. When any day, whatever happens, it comes again. I don't even think he will hire me as a lawyer because I'm not a lawyer to defend him. So I also let that go. Maybe he will hire my friend. You were in school together, now you've gone somewhere, you are not looking at me. Don't do that, Doc. Don't do that. Yeah.
You already
We went, Doc, you were, okay, that's part of joke. But look, let's be honest. There seems to be an infatuation with Ken Ofori-Atta. It seems to be that there is some deep-seated kind of, I don't know what it is, hatred of infatuation with the and this government. I don't get it.
There's some hatred for
I
Ken
don't know.
Ofori-Atta.
There seems to be some infatuation that, listen, everything seems to what, like, everything, Ofori-Atta. I pray and hope that it ends. I pray and hope that this man comes, so that whatever it is, the justice system takes its form, and then we can move on with our lives. We have things to do. We have an economy to improve. We have mouths to feed. We have youth, unemployed youth to employ. We have bad roads to fix. We have a judiciary to rebuild. We have a lot of things to do. But it seems that this kind of Ofori-Atta thing has just frozen almost everybody and almost everything. And that's what I'm praying. I'm praying that it quickly comes to an end.
But
so
you want accountability. You want accountability.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That I pray if tomorrow I wake up and realize that Ofori-Atta is in town. If tomorrow I wake up and realize that he's before a judge in Ghana, I have no problem with that. The justice system will take its part, and then we will see. Because you see, we seem to be engaged in this kind of tunnel vision, narrow tunnel vision, where we just want to make it look like Ofori-Atta. I want us to move ahead. There are other investigations.
How can we move ahead if the person?
I've said if I move.
Take this question.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know, so because you're saying we should move ahead, I'm saying how can we move ahead if the person in question has not been brought in to answer for his stewardship, and then also the prosecution, the allegation against him. You asked
me. Let me answer it. There are 4 lawyers here, and they've all said it. All these prominent lawyers have said that we don't need a man in court to charge him. All these lawyers have said that you don't need a man in court to prosecute him. So the question I also ask is this: for the whole year, why aren't we prosecuting the guy? If you say that the OSP was delaying, if you say OSP was delaying, and you say OSP was good, but is it possible that the Attorney General could have moved ahead and started prosecuting the guy in court for a whole year? Because so far, a whole year has been, for want of a better word, wasted. Is it possible that they could have been prosecuting him before now? Because I believe that, imagine we were prosecuting him and then we had gotten far, then he comes and then we continue with that. So I'm saying that, whatever it is, if I wake up tomorrow morning and I hear that he's here, I'll be very happy. Let him go to court. Let us do that. If he's found guilty, he'll pay for it because he knew that going into public office. He's found innocent, he'll go home to his family because that is the price you pay for going to public office. But let us understand that.
But the question you ask about why is he not being prosecuted, are you aware that he's being prosecuted now? There's a case against him.
So is the coming down just academic? So it's coming down just academic?
I was just asking.
No, I know. Okay, if that's the case, so it means that even whether he comes out or not, then it means as a state we are not losing anything, right?
In case he's convicted.
Again, there's a different. Tamakulo said enough. Tamakulo has been. I'm making a point. If we are already prosecuting him, as you've said, that means that he can still be found guilty. And if he's found guilty and he's not there, there are other legal remedies that I'm sure the Attorney General has to use it to what? At least let us get our money. My point is that we should fix ZaaTo on getting the money if if he's found guilty. So what? So it means that if he's coming down, is it only academic? Or is it political and humiliation? Because if you are prosecuting him and he's not here, and then you are saying that he must be here to face justice. He's already facing justice. Isn't that when you are being prosecuted, are you not facing justice?
That's correct.
So we shouldn't make the idea that Ken Ofori-Atta is not facing justice right now. If what you've just said is true, he's already facing the justice.
It's reduced. It's a reduced form.
No, you make your point. The Deputy Attorney General.
Because I'm not a lawyer. Maybe these questions I'm asking, maybe they are ignorant.
Okay, hold on, gentlemen.
Please. Maybe the questions I'm asking are ignorant. The Attorney General will school me. He's also a very good senior lecturer. So the question is, one, we should not create this negative perception in the public that Ofori-Atta is not facing justice. If he's being prosecuted, you are facing justice. If you are in court or your lawyers are in court, you are facing justice. So his coming may only be for optics. His coming may only be for the public humiliation. His coming may only be for the political capital that you're coming. Because the guy is being prosecuted. Unless you tell me that if you are being prosecuted in your absence, it's different from being prosecuted in person. Because I believe that if he's found guilty and then his final court, he will face it. So
let me just.
No. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. Respectfully. Please. I'll come to you. I will come to you. Your microphone is off. I want land.
Yeah.
Dr. ZaaTo, land on your point.
So, if that is so, there are two things now I've tried to establish.
Okay.
The man is facing justice in Ghana. He's before court. He's before a competent judge, a competent system of judicial, and that he can be found guilty, and every other consequences of the legal process can be brought to bear him. That is true. Two, that the narrative that he is not facing justice or he's not being prosecuted is wrong. Three, then if his coming down has no material value to that prosecution, then it is just a political thing to humiliate him, parade him around as the foster boy of corruption so that you can get, should I say, political capital or whatever. So it is the politicization of his arrest which is now the prime issue here. But the man is already facing justice. And again, I just want to conclude on this because I will let the lawyers do their talking and educate all of us. If Ofori-Atta is facing justice, that is good. I said something, Lily, before we go at the point. And I hope that we do this, that we make sure that everybody that holds a public office gets to face the justice. I made a suggestion last time that there's a request for some Ghanaians to be brought to face justice in the US. I said that. And I'm sure that the Deputy Attorney General is here. Maybe is it possible for us to ask for a quid pro quo so that some of the people that have also escaped justice in Ghana can be brought back, like Senam Tamoklu? But there's something that I'm always afraid of. In international relations, there's something called sticks and carrots. Sticks and carrots are mostly quid pro quo. What that means is a state can make an offer, and then usually it's with the carrot, and even with the stick. From the two accounts given, the Honorable Attorney General says that Ken's visa was revoked in June. We're also being told by Manasseh that his visa expires in February. That means that if we go back...
He yielded to the Deputy Attorney General's information,
that
if you listen to him,
yeah,
that he didn't have that revocation
yes,
information.
No, so
he doesn't contest it.
No. Frank Davis on another station said that the visa will expire next month.
Yes, February 14th.
Okay, so let me no, I know. I know how I'm interrupted a lot. It's okay. Let me make this point. I want to make this point. So two accounts. I believe that the Deputy Attorney General who says his visa was revoked in June. Manasseh says the visa was supposed to expire February 14th, Valentine's Day, Day of Love. What that means, there's something that I'm seeing here. That behind this might be what? Diplomacy going on. Behind this may be high-stakes diplomacy. We know the president of the United States is a transactional president. He doesn't believe in morals or law. He believes in transactions. Maybe he wants something from Ghana. And he wants to use Ofori-Atta to get what he wants. My point is that when we are doing this quid pro quo diplomacy, be careful, because already people have been deported into this country. We're in a murky, opaque situation where even Parliament doesn't know what is happening. I think that was through diplomacy, not law. So far, we have been told that Ghanaians have been taken out, and so look, I want to pray. My prayer is that,
okay,
in this particular case, that even if it is diplomacy, which is normal, and even if it is a quid pro quo we are making with America, give us Ken in exchange for it. Because you see, there are certain things that I know that, based on privileged information, some people, you cannot say it publicly that it is statecraft. It's also called statecraft. But whatever it is, that quid pro quo we are doing does not become later injurious to our national interests. But again, I believe in regime accountability and post-regime accountability. And I believe that any man or woman who raises his or her hand to swear an oath of office must know that one day a time will come he or she also raises